I'm gonna get canceled? There was a homie, his name was Ivan. Not Trumpet Ivan, not Ivan Masa's plays with us, you know? But there was this guy named Ivan, and I remember I was in art class with him. And one day this was like, he pulls up with like a burned CD. I don't even remember burned CDs. And he's like, bro, you ever heard this shit before? And I'm like, nah, dude, you know, and I remember he showed it to me, and like, you know, I didn't want to like, you know, downplay it or nothing, so I was like, oh yeah, I guess it's cool, you know, and he was like, I got you, I'm gonna bring you a burn CD tomorrow, and I was like, fuck, okay, you know, no offense, but the first time I heard it, it sounded to me like somebody got 2 trash can lids, and they were going, and I was like, what is this? What is this?
Let's do a test run. This is a test run.
Fool, we're gonna get canceled, bro.
Let's get canceled, man.
Okay, let's get canceled.
Yeah, so let me start this off real quick by saying, guys, we really appreciate you guys supporting us in every realm that we do, and this is a new realm. We just want to conversate. You get me? We have so much to talk about, and we want to share it. So
I hate talking.
We we think that this is a great way to, you get me, like, to share whatever our thoughts are, and people have a million thoughts, and there's not enough time to share everything, but low-key, I think this is a good time. So for our first guest, for this conversational piece that we have no name for, yeah, I'm gonna call it the BYN Podcast for now, because that's just flowing so much for me for the last 2 days, but I'm gonna call it the BYN Podcast. But for our first guest, we got Mario Fuentes in the house, man.
We're like both guests, bro.
Hey, we're both guests. You get me? Like, we're both guests. Yeah, fair enough. Nah, but look, I really wanted to have Mario first on this because
I talk too much, fool. It's probably it. Talk too much. That's probably what it was.
Facts.
I don't like talking.
Every rehearsal.
Look, man, when it comes to Mario, like, there's something strange about Mario where you talk to him and you can fucking stay up till it's 4 a.m. type shit. I don't know why that happens, bro. Bro, I could talk to anybody else. I won't stay up till 4 a.m. But when I talk to this motherfucking ass, we're gonna stay up till 4 a.m.
This fool doesn't stay up till 4 a.m. He's gonna be full. I gotta go to sleep.
12?
Is it 9 already? I gotta go. Unk.
Damn, he's the youngest one? No, Julian.
No, you're younger. You're choosing.
He got me on that one. Youngest member of the band will be...
Is you, no?
Probably. But yeah, guys, we just want to, start this off with the homie Mario, and really, what I really wanted to focus on in this conversation was Mario has a lot of funny stories regarding his first shows at the band, bro. Dang. Like, that shit was crazy.
They're not even, fuck. I mean, there's not to think back on them, dude. They're like, I'm like fond of them, but like, it was scary. And I guess now I think back on them, they feel kind of funny, right? But fuck, like if I think back, even the way that I like plopped into the band was funny, right? Like,
let's start from the top, Mario.
I was fucking singing in a car.
Cool. I'm curious, Mario. I'm curious. Before joining Blanco Y Negro, did you have any background in music? Did you play an instrument, or how did that go for you?
Sheesh. You know, it was a trip. I don't know if I told you, but so very recently I found my family that I haven't like been in contact with them like ever. And it's weird because growing up I wanted to play music. But my dad and my mom, they're very unsupportive of it. And so they would be like, bro, what the fuck you want a guitar for? You're not even gonna use it. Yeah. And it's a trip because I found out later, once I found my dad's side of the family, that every single person on my dad's side of my family plays music. It's fucking crazy.
Wait. I didn't know this. What
the fuck? Dude, every single one plays music.
Breaking news.
Yeah, I guess I didn't.
I didn't fucking know this. What the fuck?
I literally, like, all my cousins. I have a cousin in New York. Dude, I forgot your name. My bad. You might see this, but that's my cousin. He plays piano, and then I have another cousin who plays guitar, and it's crazy. And you know what's even weirder that I thought was like an interesting connection? At some point, I started going to church, and I used to think like, bro, what is this thing that kind of like I had in me? My mom's side of the family and like most of my family didn't go to church, right? But I was like, what is this thing, this desire that I wanted? And all of my dad's side of the family are like heavy Christian. Heavy Christian, heavy on playing music, on art. There's a homie that's a photographer, bro. They're heavy on art. Like, as a matter of fact, my Moises? No, his name's not Moises. I'm butchering it. But anyways, that fool, he actually does, I think he does photography for the church as well. And he like plays music. It's crazy. I don't know. But it was very interesting. But I had no background in music before any of it. I always wanted to, but.
I'm sorry. And you said that you figured this out when, this year?
No, about like 3 years ago.
3 years ago.
About 3 years ago.
They have a background on your father's side.
Yeah, but I just found them too, you know. So it hasn't been too long since I kind of reconnected with them, I guess. And yeah, it was interesting. As
okay, guys,
shout out to the Fuentes side, man. Because they're sick, man.
I've known Mario for probably like 100 years at this point, and I did not know that this motherfucker had like, you know, his father's side of the family was a musician. I mean,
I didn't know. I didn't know either. Right? Yeah, I didn't know either.
So shout out to Mario's father's side.
Yeah, and it's a trip because my mom used to try to like pinpoint it too. She'd be like, at some point, my mom never was like supportive of it per se, but like at some point she was like, actually, as a matter of fact, one time me and Ivan were out front of the house, and my mom walks up. And she's like, ay, ¿de tú dónde agarraste lo músico? And I was like, I don't know, like I'm just doing this shit, I don't know. And then at some point they were like, oh shit, you're actually like, you sound good, like the fuck? Like, and then they were like, you know what? We think you get it from your grandpa. And I was like, what? Like apparently he played guitarrón, and my grandma confirmed it too, but I don't know anything about him either, to be fair. But
from your grandfather, but not from your pops, though.
Yeah, from my dad's side, from my mom's side, essentially. Yeah.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Cool.
But no background though.
No background.
Yeah.
And that makes me want to link again to, your experience before you joined Blanco Y Negro.
Dang.
Was there any musical? Anything going on there?
I'm gonna get canceled?
Nah, man. Look, this is the thing. What we're doing right here, we're talking. We're just speaking facts right now, man.
All right. Look, there's a homie. His name is Ivan. Not trumpet Ivan. Not Ivan. My size plays with us, you know.
Yeah.
But which he also played a very big role.
Yeah.
I guess in my development with music, but there was this guy named Ivan, and I remember I was in art class with him. And I used to listen to Sublime a lot, like, but I didn't know it was like, I didn't know the difference between like reggae, ska. I was just listening to it, you know. And one day this was like, he pulls up with like a burned CD. I don't even remember burned CDs, and he's like, bro, you ever heard this shit before? and I'm like, nah, dude, you know. And I remember he showed it to me, and like, you know, I didn't want to like, you know, downplay it or nothing. So I was like, oh yeah, I guess it's cool, you know. And he was like, I got you. I'm gonna bring you a burn CD tomorrow. And I was like, fuck, okay. Comes back the next day, dude, and the first band that I heard was La Resistencia.
Ooh.
And the reason I asked,
that's dope.
Or something.
That's dope.
So I'm listening to La Resistencia. Bro, Resistencia sick. You know, no offense, but the first time I heard it, it sounded to me like somebody got 2 trash can lids, and they were going, and I was like, what is this? What is this? And then so Ivan, we were in film production class too. Bro, we would make like music videos in that class. We would make like commercials, and so one day, this was the second moment that I saw it. Like one day we're recording this music video for a song Too Hot to Teach or something. I think it was a Motley Crue song. I don't remember. Mm-hmm. And these fools were like, oh, we got to make a pit in the video. And I was like, what is that?
What the fuck is a pit?
Yeah, I had no idea. And I was like, what the fuck is a pit? Bro, these fools started skanking. And I remember thinking like,
what the fuck?
What the fuck? Like, and the floor, I don't know if you guys remember, but the floor at the film production, it was like slick. Okay. So all you heard was little squeak, squish, squish.
Like, on the basketball court.
Yeah. And that was like my second exposure to it, but I really didn't like it. Yeah, I really didn't like it. I heard it and I was like, what is this stuff? And I remember trying it. He gave me like he gave me this burnt CD, and there was a few songs on there. I didn't like any of them. And there was a few local bands. They were all local bands, but I really didn't like any
That
of
was
them.
your first impression, literally.
Yeah.
And again, just to be clear, we're not saying that La Resistencia sounds like trash. It's just that to Mario's first listen, it's like, what is this?
Yeah.
Or you gave me like, right?
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck is this?
And again, I don't understand music, so I can't even differentiate like what's happening? Like, I'm listening to it and I'm like, I mean, again, my first thought was like, why is this recorded so poorly? Like, it sounded, you know, and it's crazy because, you know, I mean, shout out to like the scene, right? It's like very DIY, very,
Yes.
you know,
We're there too. We're very DIY too.
It's crazy. It's like we find a way to kind of put art out in a sense, right? Which is really cool. But yeah, that was my first impression of it.
But
was
and man, that's crazy. Shout out to La Resistencia. That's the first fucking band. One of the first group of bands that you heard. That's so fascinating, bro.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. I'm glad they're still doing their thing, and
It's crazy, dude. Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
It's a trip.
And again, just to be clear, there is no shade right there. It's just I really love your honesty on that, though. You get me? Like, everyone's gonna be scared to like try to mention a band, and again, we're not putting anybody down. It's
Hey, I'm
just-
gonna own it, man. My bad.
That's just the absolute, like, you know what I'm saying? Like the absolute truthful experience upon listening to ska the first time. Fuck, that actually makes me wonder, what the fuck?
Bro,
What was the first thing I fucking heard for ska? But
What was the first thing?
the first thing I heard for ska was, shout out to homie Jimmy Villavicencio.
Bro, what happened to Jimmy?
The homie Jimmy, bro.
Trip.
Shout out to homie Jimmy, man. I haven't spoken to him in years, but the homie Jimmy and
That
his
fool was
sister.
a unit, huh?
He was a unit. He was,
a
man.
he was fucking-
Jimmy, he's out there somewhere. You get me? I have his number somewhere, but I need to reach out to Jimmy. But shout out to you, Jimmy. But Jimmy and his sister, Linda, they introduced me to
is
Sublime
Linda?
when I was in 5th grade. Wait, what? How old is 5th grade again? What is that, like 10 years old?
10 years old, yeah, 9, 10.
No, because Theo's 8 and he's in 2nd.
Theo's 8 and he's in 2nd.
So he's
grade.
3rd,
Holy
4th. He's
shit.
gonna be 10 and 4th
So
grade.
he's 12?
11?
11, 12, yeah.
It depends when you
No, actually, no. They adjusted for that now.
Oh, yeah?
So like now they wait like a certain period so that all the kids are in the same. Yeah, they adjusted for it. Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah.
That's different.
So all his whole
We're old,
class,
guys.
his whole class is all 8-year-olds, all of them, not a
We're old,
single
guys.
fucking yeah.
We're old, but
We're old.
yeah,
Yeah.
we're old. But no, that was my first ska bands. Sublime. He actually put me on a song. Oh my God, what is it called? It's Silver something, Silver Dance, Silver Dollar. It was actually a Hepcat song. Sublime, Hepcat. Those are my first fucking ska bands, and Sublime though for sure. Like those. What is it, like 5 songs that the homie Jimmy put me on? I still listen to them today, bro. And that's from the oh my God, please memory don't fail me. It's from the Secondhand Smoke album. I think it's Secondhand Smoke album. Sick ass fucking album, man. And I'm actually really happy to see Bradley's son doing his thing. So
Bro,
that's so sick. That is fucking so sick.
jeans are strong, huh?
Jeans are very, bro.
Jeans that's Bradley,
Facts.
fool. That was Bradley.
That's cool,
I
man.
actually saw his interview where he was talking about how he like watches his dad a lot now, and he like studies how he moved and how his, like, you know, to kind of replicate that feeling, which is pretty cool. You know, it's like giving honor to the what it was. You know, it's just pretty dope.
Fuck it, and that must be so hard, right? Because your dad left such a legacy. Like, do you fill the shoes? Are you supposed to do your own thing? Because in my eyes, I think you should do your own thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, go your own route. But I could see it though. I mean, come on, man. Bradley's so legendary that of course you want to go that, you know, follow those footsteps or
I
whatever.
mean, they had Sublime with Rome, right? So it's like that was like the different avenue, and I feel like they are doing something different, but it's
Very
trying to honor the same feel that there was when his dad was around.
Joined Sublime when he was 28, and Bradley died when he was 28.
Who joined?
Trip.
His son.
His son?
Oh, his
Trip.
son?
His son
Interesting.
joined Sublime when he was 28, and that's the year that fucking Bradley died.
Bro, you guys remember?
Wow.
You guys remember when
I
we
did not know
played?
that. What the
We
fuck?
played at a show, Patrick O'Malley's, I think it's called, and he was there. Fool.
Who was there?
That fool, his son. He was playing. He was playing in a punk band that day, and I didn't know either. But
I don't know.
we played with them, fool.
No fucking way.
I didn't know about that shit,
Yeah,
man.
we were right there.
Yeah?
Yeah. Apparently
that.
he was there that same day, and we didn't even know, right?
Who told you this?
I don't know. Whoever was working there that day, they were like, "Oh, you know that was there." Yeah, it's pretty- I don't know. Damn, that's crazy to remember that. That's crazy.
I remember that one, but that waitress.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't see him either. I don't. But you know, I don't know.
Look, if I could ring us back in, I really want to share.
Shit.
I really want to share with the audience.
This is why I like talking to Mario.
Yeah, no, yeah. Mario will fucking take me off track. I'm telling you, man. That's why you could talk to this motherfucker till like 4 a.m.
We were gonna change the
But
band name
Mario,
to Citrix.
I really want you to tell the folks about your first show experience. Again, I don't want to tell the story for you, but you come from a background where you're like, bro, I've never touched an instrument. I've never sang. But then you fucking hopped on a stage and you're like, fuck it. I guess I'm singing.
I hopped on in a garage, bro.
Was that the first show?
Yeah.
Where was it at?
It was in South Central somewhere. I think
shit.
Ivan's dad took us.
I think it was in East Los.
Yeah, I don't remember, bro.
It was in East Los.
I was terrified though. It's just
Scott versus Punk.
Terrified.
yeah, I was fucking bro. I'm not even joking. I was fucking scared. I was so scared. Like again,
Why is that though? Oh,
I never
performing.
all of it. Like you can go to this. I mean, think about it, right? Like I've never seen this. Like,
Right.
and there's all these dark ass fools, with like the punks, and I'm just like, whoa, like
different,
it's a shock, and like,
Like dark as in like black clothes or
no, like like fucking darks. I don't know, bro.
dark.
Yeah. But we pull up to the show. And I think Emerson took me that day too. Emerson was sick. I don't know if you guys remember. Emerson used to take us everywhere. Shout out to Emerson.
Yeah, shout out to Emerson.
Yeah, he'd drive me. Yeah, he'd drive me around everywhere. It's
Fire.
crazy.
Yeah.
But I think your pops took us that day, and I think Emerson might have been there that day too.
To that show?
Yeah.
I think it was
East Los?
the East Los show, bro.
And-
It was like a Scott versus Punk type show. Bro.
It was literally a garage.
Yeah.
It was literally garage.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Like there was the entrance, and then you just go straight
Yeah.
to the garage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like a white garage.
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
And the door was like right above us, like this.
Open garage,
Yeah.
literally.
Uh-huh.
Oh my god. Holy shit.
That's what this was. They jumped in the stage, man, jumped in the garage, and
Yeah.
started singing.
Okay. The reason I say that the whole stage shit was because my first memory of Mario playing a show was not that fucking garage
Banana
show.
Box
but it
place?
was it the Banana Box or Jukebox or Banana Box? I forget.
I
I'm
think
sorry.
it was-
Jukebox.
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 By Santi?
By Santi.
Yeah.
Jukebox.
When we hit
Yeah? That was.
Yeah. Oh, that was.
Wait. What's that reference to? Ivan? So we used to play. We used to play pretty much a Looney Tunes mini cover.
Goofy ass.
Goofy. That shit was fire though. That was fire though. But that was. Please guys, remind me.
That was the second show.
That was that
For me.
2010s? 2010s?
Yeah. No, it was 2009.
No, wait.
Oh my
no, it was
God.
2010.
No, it wasn't full. I hadn't graduated yet. We were still in high school.
It was like early 2010.
Oh, okay.
Because we.
Those and Dimes.
Yeah, those and dimes.
Fiends,
Dubs
bro.
and Dime is crazy.
Dimes, a fucking bunch of fiends. But no, it's
Dubs
because
and Dime is
remember we took like a year of just rehearsing and shit and making music.
Yes.
And it was like 2009. That's when we started doing that shit. And then 2010 came along, and they're like, oh shit! And that's when we hit that one show, bro. And then reached out to Concrete. I think it was a Concrete Jungle show. And then that's when we performed that fucking.
Concrete.
Cringe. Oh, that was in the water.
Yeah. Hey, but that first show was crazy though.
Can I say he did it?
That first show was crazy, bro. That first show was insane.
Yeah.
I remember being really scared, and we showed up. The biggest shock to me, though, I think, out of that whole situation was we pulled up, and I remember it was like, we did back then we used to kind of look at each other like the SpongeBob meme, and we look at each other and we're like, we're ready? Yeah. And then you guys just started playing, and I remember standing there in the front and like not moving a muscle. Like I was just
Like it's tense.
I was tense, and I tripped out because the moment we started playing, people actually started dancing. People started like,
Bro.
they were like pitting, and I was like, what? Like, and that kind of triggered this thing in my head,
Right.
where it was like, what? People like us?
Right.
Like that's weird, and again, it was just kind of like
That
this,
must have been a new feeling too, right?
bro. It was
That must have been weird.
it was weird, and and again, this is my second time ever seeing skanking or whatever that was or whatever it was supposed to be. But I remember being so scared, like people were like pushing, and I was like, is this right? And I'm standing in the front, and like people are like shoving me, and I'm just like a statue, bro. But I'm like terrified. Like I'm just like, is this what's supposed to be happening? And I guess it was. I guess it was cool. I don't know, but yeah. I mean, second show was the same thing. Like I actually remember the second show right before we went on stage. your ass comes up to me. And
I already know what I was gonna say, man.
he comes up to me. Are you sure you're ready? And I was like, yeah. And I was like, I guess. And then you're like, being a singer is a really hard job. You have the most important job. He wasn't wrong, but I was like, thanks. Like, you know, it's just cool. Yeah. And I go up there and I remember again, that show was like, I remember that was the first time I felt like awkward though.
Okay.
Because we played the garage and everyone was like, you know, it was just fucking
vibing anyway.
Vibing, yeah. And we played this show and we played for like a good crowd too. And it was like a whole 3 people maybe got in the pit. I remember Gato got in the pit and I met Gato at that show. Yeah, funny enough, but.
Wait, sorry, at the first show, right?
No, second one.
Second show, sorry.
The second show at the Banana Box. That's where I met him. But again, there was a good crowd there and nobody like, they just kind of watched us. And I, again, statued it and I was scared, you know, I was scared. It was crazy.
That's fascinating. So we got a trash Coach Eric for the second show, huh? And I'm sorry I said that, man. That's crazy. I don't remember saying that, by the way, because that's like what, 20 years ago?
Yeah.
Some shit like that.
To be fair, the reason I remember it is because it did hit me like when you said it. I wouldn't even say that was like trash coach. It was kind of like, hey, dude, like. You know, it's hard, and you're right. It is you know, like
hard, man. It's still hard.
Yeah,
it's still fucking hard.
Being like, you know, you're kind of like this front man kind of thing, and to be fair, like singing in front of people is like no easy feat.
Fucking
like
weird.
It's weird.
It's
you know,
weird.
It's weird. Yeah, and I don't know. So to be fair, it wasn't trash, but it was just like it stood out to me. It was like.
Hey, like this shit is some real shit. Like.
Yeah, and it's weird. I mean, again, all that shit. Like, I mean, I guess everything that happened, right? Like, I didn't even believe the band was real when I was first introduced to it. Like, I remember Ivan telling me, "You want to join a band?" And I was like, "Yeah, bro, I'll join a band." Yeah. And then he was serious. Like, he was just like,
"Yeah, we were like, playing some shows." Or
I remember like for a long time, right? He was like, Ivan mentioned you guys practiced for a really long time. I remember every day after school, he's like, "All right, fool, come to my house." And I'll go to his house and I would practice songs at his house and like learn the lyrics and like. You know, like sing them and try to sing them correct and we did that for a while. Like,
shout out to Ivan.
Yeah, for a while we did that. Like, it was just showing up and like practicing it, and it still felt unreal, you know. And then one day he's like, "All right, we're actually going to practice. We're at a studio," and I was like, "Cool, bro, whatever." I thought we were gonna go to some fucking house again, and no, we went to LA rehearsal. Went to a studio, and I remember walking into it, and I was terrified too. You guys had Buki and Kazik were there.
Shout out to homies, man.
And I remember being scared. These had 2 singers, bro. You guys had 2 singers, and I remember.
Lost. Wait, what?
I remember standing there. Yeah, I remember standing there, and I was super scared too. And Ivan was standing next to me. He was on my left hand side, and he was like, "All right, fool, do it." Like, he was like, "Go sing the songs." Like, he was just pushing me, "Do it." And I was like,
Wait,
oh, okay.
Who said this?
Ivan. Ivan, we're fucking standing there, and this was like, Buki and Kazik had just sang a song. They had just sang a song,
right.
and then Ivan's looking at him like, "Nah, hold up," you know. And he starts pushing me, "Do it." And I was like, should I just grab the mic? And I remember like it was awkward, like the exchange. Like I was like, "Oh,
what the fuck?" Wait, so there was
Losa was
3
there too.
singers at this. I'm confused about.
Yeah, Buki was there, Kazik was there.
I remember this more than that's crazy.
Buki was there, Kazik was there, Losa was there too, by the way.
He was a drummer?
Yeah, I think he was a drummer at the time. Yeah, and I showed up and then the other homie that was always with him was there, with the glasses, the fucking homie, Dick, I guess. Homie had drugs all the. My bad. But
it's not burning nobody. Huh?
Yeah. But it was crazy. We were there, and I swear to God, dude, Buki was there, Kazik was there. They had just sang a song, and then literally, like I said, Ivan standing to my left, and he's like, "Go do it." And I'm like, "Well, what do I do?" Like, and he's like, "Well, just go grab the fucking mic." And I remember like awkwardly walking over, and I still remember Buki handed it to me. He handed it to me. I still remember again, and I remember these things because they hit kind of weird. Like, they hit weird, and so this one gives me the mic. And and I'm just like, okay, and you guys start playing the song, and I was just like, sing it, fool, and I'm scared, you know, because I'm like, what? Like, I can't believe this is real, kind of.
Okay.
And I feel intimidated because there's these 2 singers there that are kind of like looking at me like,
Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, what are you doing here? You know? And yeah, it's just crazy.
I'm still confused though. Like, that's crazy that you remember this more than me, bro. That's crazy. But
Yep, you have pretty.
I have whack ass memories.
I didn't want to say it, but
No, I'll say I have whack ass fucking memories.
run it, fool. Yeah.
But I'm curious, Mark. Wait, if those two fools are there, remind me how you came into the picture. Give me, because that's three singers.
So again, right? One day we were going to the movies. Is that what it was? We were going to the movies. It was me, Ivan, Daniel, and Beto. I think we were in the car. Right?
No. Oh wait, to like.
The first time you heard me sing, yeah.
No, we had just finished playing basketball right down your block. We were not going to the movies. We had just finished playing basketball. Remember we used to go play basketball?
Yeah. Around by my house, yeah.
Yeah, by your old pad.
Yeah.
And then
That basketball court was sick.
We were just kicking with Daniel. Like that fool was smoking stogie way, and then we would just be in the car way, and this fool put
It was a beat. No.
Hombres Head.
Hombres Head.
Hombres Head. Like, he put Hombres Head, and Mario knew the lyrics.
Yeah.
He was singing, bro,
Yeah.
and I was like.
This fucking same type.
Yeah. He was in the front seat. I was in the back, and Ivan turns around like, what? And he's like, "Hey, fool, you could sing?" And I was like, "I don't know."
Those are the fucking stories I'm looking for.
And I was like, "I don't know." And he's just like, "Bro, you could sing." And I was like, I guess. I don't know. I'm just can't, like, I was confused. Can't everyone just, like, you know, we all have a voice, fool? And he was like, no, bro.
No.
And he was like, no, you can sing. And I was like, okay. And then he was like, and that's literally how it got there. He was like, all right, well, you want to play in a band, bro? You want to sing for a band? And I was like, yeah, bro. I'll play for a band, dude. Whatever.
Whatever that is.
Yeah.
Whatever that means.
And that's basically how it happened. I started going to his house, started practicing, and then out of nowhere, you know, he takes me to practice, and Buki and Kazik are there, and he had told me about it. Ivan had warned me. He was like, "Hey, dude, there's these two singers. We're trying to get them out because we're trying to change the style and blah blah blah, and we're trying to sound a little different." And I was kind of like, "Ooh, okay," you know, and yeah, it's kind of how it happened. And I remember, like I said again, that first meet was insane to me. Like, it was just. I remember Daniel was on trombone. You remember that guy Daniel too?
Daniel. Holy shit, that's the homie from high school?
Yeah. He was dating Liz, I think, or Lizette, or whatever her name is.
Yeah. Wow.
No, Karina.
Karina. Izzy. That's why I was thinking Lizette. Yeah.
Throwbacks.
But yeah, I remember all that shit, dude. And I remember, like,
it must have been so fascinating to be on stage and you're like looking at everyone on the fucking, like in the audience. Again, that was your first stage, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Jukebox.
Yeah, dude, it was scary, dude. It was scary, is what it was. I remember sitting there sweating, like, or standing there sweating, scared, like, and a lot of the stuff, like, again, it felt almost like unfamiliar, right? Like, we were playing, again, the Looney Tunes song. And I remember thinking, like, what the fuck are we doing?
That shit was hard, bro. That was fire.
Like, is this what's cool? Like
that shit was fire, bro. That shit was no one would have done that shit in that time, bro. No one has still done that.
Hey,
2026.
Please don't do it.
No, man.
Please.
That shit's hard, man.
Please.
I low-key disagree with that one, but go ahead, Mark. Go ahead.
Bro, it was so corny. I remember we played it, and then we said, "That's all, folks." Bro, what the fuck are we doing? What the fuck? Why did we do that? Like, I don't know, man. Some questionable stuff, bro.
No, we did. Oh,
that shit was weird, bro. It was weird.
We did do that shit. That's crazy.
Weird,
we did do that shit. No fucking
to this day. How do you unshout out something?
Oh my god!
Huge unshout out to Tokyo Breeze, bro. Huh? They look at that. I was hoping for that reaction, but like,
wow,
that was another.
That's
like,
a clip right there. You
like
said what?
Like, it was crazy. Look, I remember we wrote that song, right, Ivan? I remember like having the idea. I remember sitting there. And, you know, I felt like it was one of those ideas that should have stayed in that room where, like, look, it was cool and it served its purpose, it felt like, I guess, at the moment. But I thought, like, why did we do the Chinese hats, bro? Why did we do that?
So, like, Chinese, so not even Japanese.
I don't even know what the heck they are, but I just remember thinking, like, this is crazy. But yeah, and for some reason though, like, you know, everyone thought it was a great idea too. And we were giving, you remember when we bought a ton of them and we were giving them away? It was a trip,
We
bro.
put BYN.
Yeah, we were throwing them
What show was that for?
for the Skakor invasion. No,
Invasion.
I think that's what it was.
Copper invasion.
Man. Crazy.
Skakor Invasion. 20. What was that? 15?
2000.
It was the Monstros de Ska, was it? No, it wasn't.
No,
We
it
didn't
was
play
Star Wars. That was Star Wars. Had to be in Star Wars. No?
It was one of those, man. It was one of those Evil Core shows, bro. But that was like 2012.
I think it was like 2012 through 14 or 15 max.
I don't know, but that show was sick. That was actually the
That
show.
was an epic show.
I
Yeah.
remember that show in particular because too I remember being worried that they had 2 stages. And I remember being like, fuck, dude, no one's gonna be here. Like,
Early too.
yeah, we got there early.
Fuck.
And bro, there's videos actually. There's
it's so
videos of
crazy.
that show. That shit was full for us from the front of the stage all the way to the back. And I remember, yeah, there was 2 pits. And I remember like it felt like the building was shaking. And I remember like that was the first time that I know in my mind that I was like, holy shit. Like this is crazy. What the fuck? Like people like us? And I remember like, and again, I don't know, it's just, I don't know, I guess maybe because I've never had the exposure or whatever, I just didn't think, I don't know, dude, maybe it's like a self, I don't know, but I used to be like, bro, people would not like us. Like, why would they like us?
Why would they come up here?
Yeah, why would they come and watch us?
Right.
We're like these dusty kids from Mid City,
Right.
you know, trying to, the tofu, you know? And in my mind, I'm like, why would they want to even, you know? And that was the first time, like I said, I remember thinking like, whoa, like it kind of flipped something in me, like, oh shit, this is real. Like it's like serious. Like
Right, there's an impact to it or whatever, yeah.
I think Matamosca played, no, Mascatesta. No, at the same time we played, those is really,
No, we went against Los Rudos because there was like a stage in the bottom and a stage in the top. So the Los Rudos, which had more of a fucking
seniority, let's say.
or like they had more recognition,
Yes.
and then but we still
Naturally,
had
yes.
fucking
Yeah.
packed.
We still had a pretty good outcome. I remember that day too. That's one of the where my memory doesn't fail.
Yeah.
You get me? Unlike every other fucking show, but
It stood out too, probably.
that was a very standout show because that's again Star Wars, I believe. That Star Wars. There was, I believe, 2 bands before us that was on the top floor stage. Again, we're talking about Self-Help Graphics. Self-Help Graphics had
In East Los
Angeles. They had an outdoor big main stage, and then they had this like upstairs smaller stage. In the upstairs smaller stage, again, there was 2 bands prior to us,
And it was empty.
and it was empty, and we thought, fuck, dude, like there's not gonna be nobody fucking, you know what I'm saying, like watching us. But we're setting up, dude, and we hadn't even started yet, and there was already people
Coming
there.
in, yeah.
And that was our first time going through that, like, wow, like you're saying,
Yeah.
like, that wow moment, like, holy shit, like this has an impact.
And we were like, shout out to that song.
Oh my god! Look, people are gonna be watching this, gonna be like, why you guys hate this song so much? We gotta let them know. You gotta let them know our thoughts to that song. Now that we have the time and the space to really speak out on these things, people are gonna watch this and like, why you guys hate Tokyo Break? Why don't you guys play it?
I think it's corny is what it is. That's all it is. I don't know what the fuck I mean, I remember what we were going through, I guess, but like, yeah. So I remember seeing it, and it was intended to be like a love story, and again, it was a cool idea, but it should have stayed an idea, in my opinion.
The Cave of Love or something?
Yeah, true. You remember? Yeah,
That was a clean one.
that's true. But yeah, Cave of Love.
So it just comes down to that, just how like it was kind of corny because
Yeah, it's like
we're singing out of our language.
I have that too, but I have this thing like, and I see it a lot now, even with like the stuff I'd like to make or like when I work on something. I like neutrality a lot. Like I hate when something feels too thematic, like, and I feel like it just makes it like kind of goofy. I don't know, like. You know, like, again,
too thematic. You said that's
too
goofy.
thematic, yeah, and it felt like the theme there was too strong. Like it was this Asian like theme, and it was very obvious that it was this like,
For sure.
you know, and it just feels. And again, usually when I when I make music, I notice that I try to steer away from being too like thematic.
Okay.
I just, I like the neutral kind of feeling, but yeah, I don't know. I have a particular distaste.
Did it feel disingenuous?
Not at the moment. No.
Maybe it didn't at the moment, right? Yeah,
but that's what I'm saying. It felt like a good idea,
yes.
But it should have just stayed an idea, But the reality is that no, it felt good. And I mean, we would play it, and it felt great. It was fine. But I guess that happens a lot with art, right? Where like, you play something so much.
Maybe go through moments or something.
Yeah,
like that,
you just play it so much that you're just like, fuck this song, and But like, I guess that maybe that's that song for me. I don't know, because there's no other song that we play that I feel that way about. To be honest with you, none of them. Like we could play. I don't know, Cinco Reyes, and I love that song, to be honest with you. We can play, but literally Tokyo Breeze just has this weird, I don't know, like I'm always like, why did we choose that one? Like, why did we, and it was, we put it on that compilation, what's it called? Top Shot, with the little ray gun or something on the cover.
Esteban.
But, yeah. But, yeah, man, yeah, like I remember we had Cinco Reyes already at that time, and I wanted to record Cinco Reyes, but you guys didn't feel too comfortable with it because it wasn't, I guess, at 100, and we did Tokyo Breeze, and now it is what it is, I guess. Play these shows and people play Tokyo. Shut up, bro. I'm not playing Tokyo Breeze, bro. I'm just kidding. We play it sometimes, right? Play sometimes. No.
What was it, like 5 shows ago where we mixed it with
Sinfonia.
Didn't we just play it again too? Yeah, with Sinfonia.
At the Bricks. We did a nice little.
Yeah, that's right. It was a Bricks.
You know what's annoying about that? Oh my god, I don't even want to get into it. But like, and then I remember recording it, and we did lightning. Oh.
If you guys listen to the song,
I'm like, why?
There's like a lightning strike. I believe it's in the beginning. Of the song.
Boom, boom.
To add to the
thunder,
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 atmosphere,
whatever.
And the vibe of the song. So, yeah,
I'm punching the air for.
Come on, man. We were like fucking teenagers.
Yeah. I mean, that's why
That was fun, man.
Yeah, so, I feel it.
And again, guys, we don't necessarily hate the song, but it's something that, Mario.
No, I don't hate it.
Maybe Mario doesn't hate it, but he's being very open.
I'm a hater, I'm being a hater.
He's being honest and saying, it just doesn't feel that good playing anymore.
I'm a professional hater.
Yes, gifted hater. Shout out to
gifted hater.
There's a guy on YouTube.
I'm a ranked hater.
Gifted hater. But shout out to everyone who loves Tokyo Breeze.
Unshout out.
Oh my god. Shout out to everyone that likes Tokyo Breeze, man. We appreciate you guys following that song so much. It's just one of those songs, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of artists go through that where it's like they have like a digamos hit song and people ask for it so much and they play it so much that it kind of like burns it out for the artist.
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't feel like it was even like a hit song. I think it was just we were playing at that moment so much that's what like stuck. Like it's funny, we have all this new music that I personally would be like, this song is great. But to be fair, we don't play as often as we used to, and I think that plays a huge role in people's familiarity with the song, right? Like, I don't know. I wish we were playing and they were like, play que debo hacer. Then I'd be like, yes, right now, But
that's the goal. Yeah. And that's the hard part of anything. It's hard to get out of the shadow of those really popular songs. Like for a long time too, everyone was really on Don't Worry, Be Happy. And I mean, that cover was really fun to play.
Yeah, it was. It still is.
And it still is, you know what I'm saying? But it's not an original tune, and we want to be recognized for an original tune, and we understand that that's very hard to come by. It's very hard to achieve that.
Hey, to be honest though, I think we've always kind of pushed the envelope with shit like that, where like, I don't think we've ever been afraid to like just play whatever we wanted to play. And sometimes you see like, the disdain in people because, we're playing these songs and people will be like, well, what is this? And we're over here like playing funk and like, and you can see it sometimes, but I think we've we've never really been to. Remember we used to play Kirby?
So sick.
I actually just saw Scott2 Network do it, and I remembered. I was like, damn, bro, imagine we would have recorded it, man.
Dude, that would have been so fucking cool.
Yeah.
Like, that Kirby cover was super fucking cool. But nah, man, good times. Thank you for sharing your a lot of uncut experiences. So it's cool, man. Do you have anything else to say? You want to wrap it up? You want to keep going? No problem.
Whatever, dude. Yeah, you want to tell me anything else? You want to?
Really, I just wanted to get your spill on like your first show. I mean, I'm sure it was freaking crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, never having been on stage and you just get on and you see this. It's because the scene is funny because the scene has a very particular look. Because again, it's subculture.
Yeah.
When you go to high school, you see like the what do we call it? Like the pretty boys and
The skaters.
At that time, the skaters, the cholos,
The
metalheads. But low-key,
The emos.
Everything, all these fools, right? But
Eric was emo, Loki.
low-key, when you go to the fucking ska shows, there was something different about them. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's to me stood out.
Yeah. Yeah, me too, actually.
That's why I personally got sucked into that world because of that reason. It's like,
I mean, ska's so versatile, that's what it is, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's just, you know, like, it's almost like by default. Like, if you like reggae, you're gonna like ska. If you like metal, you probably like ska.
You
like,
can, yeah, you can.
Yeah, if you like...
well, fuck. Metalheads are probably listening to that and fucking like cringing, but
You think so?
But it's yes.
Go listen to some ska-core and they're like, hey,
That's what I'm
yeah,
saying.
brother.
That's what I'm saying. That's the bridge. Yeah, for sure.
But it's like, again, so versatile. You'll some fools that like jazz, they'll be like ska, hell yeah,
me right
brother.
there, yeah.
You know,
Of us, yeah.
fucking blues, hell
Hell
yeah. You know,
Latin, like,
yeah. But I think that's what it is, right? It's just so versatile, and the scene is very weird though. It's versatile, is what it is, right? Like,
scene is weird, huh?
I mean, weird isn't bad.
Interesting segue.
Kind of cool.
Interesting segue.
Yeah.
The scene is very weird, man. Do you want to comment on anything that's dumb shit going on?
Performing on stage after
Sheesh.
that's a great question.
That is a good question. Fuck, after many years of performing, how do you feel after many?
Just in case the microphone didn't pick up, what Ivan just asked is like, how do you feel now? Performing on stage now after 1,000 years. How do you feel about it?
Dang. I mean, it's still scary. But I just feel, sometimes it takes a song or two, right? It'll be like after the first song, like it's like autopilot. Like my mind just kind of, it's like, oh, this is home, bro. I remember actually. Do you remember? A very fond memory too. We played at Liz Levitt's house at that private event, and I remember you were playing bass actually at that time. You were playing bass, and I was playing guitar, and I remember playing, and you were standing to my right. Yeah, and then you asked me.
No, Beverly Hills, right?
Yeah, I don't remember.
It was Beverly Hills. I promise you. Yeah.
Yeah, well, we were playing, and I remember you asked me literally in the middle of the song, "How do you feel?" And I told you, "We're home, bro. We're home." And it feels like that. Like after like a certain moment, it's like it feels like you're home. Like it's just this is you're meant to be here, and let me expend all my energy here. It's great. I don't know. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Shout out to the Levitt Foundation. Rest in peace, Miss Liz Levitt. That was
a while ago.
Yeah.
She passed away a while ago. Yeah.
Rest in peace.
R.I.P. my granny. She got hit by a bazooka.
We played at her. It was her home. Right?
It was her house.
Freaking Beverly Hills home.
That was an interesting show too, man.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like
there was like brain surgeons. Literally. Do you remember the guy we were talking to?
Yeah.
And he was like, "I got surgery tomorrow in the morning. I gotta go." And we were like, "Please get out of here!" Like, leave.
What are you doing here?
Yeah, we were trying to give him shots. You remember?
Yeah.
He took one with us.
The guy with long hair?
Yeah.
Oh my god, he was so cool.
Yeah.
Man. That guy was so fucking.
He actually took 1 or 2 shots of us because we were like pressuring him. I have the habit too, by the way. I like shots a lot, so.
Yeah. Shout out to Nancy for plugging us with that show.
Yeah.
That was a crazy show. We played at the Beverly Hills. I'm talking like up the hill. Like I'm not talking about I mean, not that Beverlywood is not amazing, but Beverlywood, that's like that's like floor
Mount
level.
Olympus.
We're talking about like Mount Olympus.
Yeah, it was
like up on the hill. hasta parecíamos que estábamos perdidos ahí because it's like, what are this fucking little ska band doing
Yeah.
in Beverly Hills? Like, and again, I have to emphasize
We're
that
brown
shit.
kids.
We're talking
kids.
about like up the motherfucking hill. Like, we're not talking about no like, you get me? Like, like just un lugar cualquiera, but it was on the hill and it was amazing. A big ass house.
Do you remember? This made me think of. You remember what was that pizza place called that we were playing at in Anaheim?
Ricky's.
Nah, not Ricky's. The one in Anaheim. We played there a few times, bro.
Yes.
Oh my god, huh?
With the homie Cameron, I think.
Yeah.
Shout out to homie Cameron.
And but we used to play at that. What was that? Out of the Park Pizza?
Out of the Park Pizza, yeah.
Is that what it's called?
Anaheim, yeah.
So one time we're playing the show there. I think you heard. I think you were right next to me too. And this white lady walks up to me at the end of our set, and she was like, "You guys were amazing." And she's like, "I had this incredible idea while you guys were playing."
Oh my god.
And I was like, "Wow, what idea did you have?" And she says, "Mexiska. I don't know. Think about it." Walks away, bro. She mic dropped it on me. And I remember thinking like, what? Like, I didn't know if I should feel like offended or excited or like, you know, but it's you know.
That was funny, yeah.
It was interesting to play.
Mexiska.
The reason I remembered is the Liz Levitt show. I remember thinking like the people that were just so interesting and like colorful and I mean colorful is like there was just different kinds of people and but again very like high end, right? Or
right,
I guess what we would consider like people with very important jobs, very important positions.
Yes.
I mean that show was to get donations for the event.
Yes.
And you know these people are like people with a ton of money that they're just, you know, that their problem is figuring out how to spend their money, and so they're just trying to donate to stuff. And yeah, and I just, you know, it's crazy. Like I felt like the moment we started playing there, it was like we fit right in. Like it just felt, I don't know, it was crazy.
It was cool, man.
It was really cool.
It was really fucking cool. That was a really cool show.
2019.
I really remember. I truly remember that day.
They give us a bottle of Stochlinaya at the end of the night, a bottle of vodka.
There goes that Mario memory, because I don't remember that shit. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. Yeah. Cool. So, I think we're at 47 minutes, so I think I'm gonna wrap that one up. Thank you guys for tuning in.
Peace.
We're gonna be on YouTube for this full conversation, and you know, stay tuned for the Instagram clips because they're out there, and follow us, guys, because.
And then you gotta cue a. That's all, folks.
We used to do that, guys.
Hell nah.
If someone could find that clip, bro, on YouTube, man.
If you find that clip, I'm gonna unfollow you.
No, mames, no. Please find that clip, bro. That is nostalgia. That is a golden memory, bro. I can't believe we used to do that, bro. We really did that. We really did that. That's so sick, dude. Dun, 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 dun. That was fire, bro. Come on, man.
I'm about to hit him with the side eye, bro. This is gonna happen.
I appreciate you guys for checking in. Thank you, guys. BYN Podcast.
Hey, before you fucking leave, though.
Yes.
Go play Que Debo Hacer, man. Yeah, I want to play a show, and I want you guys to be like, play Que Debo Hacer, play
Que Debo Hacer, play
One Way Chase, Thirsty for Love. Fucking.
Just keep in mind, I was listening to that one. I was like, oh, that song is crazy.
Yeah. Hola Señoritas.
Hola Señoritas, really nice.
Supernatural, you know. Please don't ask me for. Please. Tokyo Breeze.
And please, guys, take this lightly. Mario's sounding crazy right now.
No, I'm not. All right, that sounds a little crazy. That sounds a little crazy.
You guys know what I'm trying to say, right? Like Mario's like he's kind of serious, but he's not like don't fucking play that shit a la verga. He's not saying that, but
or at least not right now.
That's exactly what he said.
That's it.
Hey, you know what? Don't play Tokyo. What?
Nah, I'm down to play Tokyo Breeze.
There you go, guys.
But
we'll play at some point, yeah. If you guys fucking hit the like, comment, all that, then let us know.
So you gotta do the YouTube. Smash that like button.
Let us know we should do a Tokyo Breeze one, yeah?
Eric told me he wants to do me on the couch.
What the?
You can cut that, bro. You can cut that. We're at the end.
Yeah, as in like record you.
Hit the notification button. I don't know what they say.
Pause moment. As a youngster say pause.